Vibrancy sweeps the streets, no time for sleeping. We'd stay up all night with the rats and the demons. All days are rough, so we just harbor our feelings. Look into everything but ourselves for healing. But when you're under the microscope, I'd use my rose tints to endure your beam. When you're under the microscope, things aren't all they seem to be. But I know I won't see your 7 colors in a puddle at my feet. If your rain didn't fall, so I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, hallelujah, dearest Dystopia. They may look to me and frown. By the heart to you I'm bound. Dearest Dystopia. Oh, how I adore you. Doing things that won't seem to make me look lesser. A city folk and a self-inflicted pressure. Equality ain't cheap and you hide the treasure. How strong your people would be if we stood together. When you're under the microscope, I'd use my rose tints to endure your beam. Oh, when you're under the microscope, things aren't all they seem to be. Oh, but I know I won't see your 7 colors in a puddle at my feet. If your rain didn't fall, so I wouldn't change a thing. Oh, hallelujah, dearest Dystopia. Look to me and frown. By the heart to you I'm bound. Dearest Dystopia. Oh, how I adore you. Oh, how I adore you, dearest Dystopia. They may look to me and frown. By the heart to you I'm bound. Oh, how I adore you. You know that there's no place like this. And some would stay all their lives, but there has to be much more to see than this. Oh, how I adore you, dearest Dystopia. They may look to me and frown. By the heart to you I'm bound. Sweet, sweet Dystopia.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Hello, 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 hello. I hope that you all are having a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, evening. I know I'm here kind of late, okay? I haven't done a late night with Bubs in a minute, all right? Especially this late, okay? Especially with the topic that we're going to be discussing. I know that I promised that I was going to give you guys a part 2 to kind of delve deeper, because we were speaking about this individual. They were with someone else, and now they are with someone else. You know what I mean? And this continuing cycle of abuse. And the last video we did covered with the domestic abuse. Dealing with domestic abuse. In reference to the whole Chris Collins and Marcus situation, and just speaking about domestic violence as a whole. And this right here is just another expression of it in the queer community. And we know this is not something that is just mutually exclusive to queer people. You know what I mean? But to make sure that over here on BubzDaGawd, again, we try to be as objective as possible, to look at it from all sides, not just from a subjective place, but also objective. For those of you who are new to this channel, who have just subscribed, thank you for subscribing. One thing about BubzDaGawd is that a lot of my talking can be very repetitious, because I understand that repetitions bring forth habits, and when you become aware and self-love, you get to create healthy habits. Because if you don't create healthy habits, the expressions that we've talked about as far as using them as springboards, that's where a lot of fear-based people are. Okay? That's where they're at. And I'm just trying to figure out and grow, I guess, and become more aware in reference to what I can do to help lessen the load of bullshit that we all dealing with. Like, no shade, we all dealing with something, and we end up projecting it onto other people. We use it to judge other people as a barometer about what we feel about ourselves. There are some people who end up being the abusive one, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. And then there are those who unconsciously manifest those experiences into their life, i.e., no shade, but just being honest. No tea, no shade, just facts. The Deezy situation. When Deezy was with Maniac, Deezy kept saying something that was very repetitious on his own part, where he was saying, do you love me? Do you love me? Like, do you love me? And even though the individuals told him yes, and even with the Arquez situation, showing him that, yes, I do love you, there is still something inside of him that makes it appear that it's too good to be true, which is why he acts out in the way that he does, which we will be seeing, okay? Because we have a total of 5 videos that we're going to look at to kind of help explain the cycle of abuse and what that looks like. And again, Deezy is a grown-ass man. He can do whatever the hell he wants to do. And he owes really nobody any explanation, because it's his life. It's his thing, and he can do what he wants to do with it. But for those of us who are, again, looking at it objectively, because you're sharing this on a public platform for money, mind you. So when you speak, when you do it publicly, people are going to speak about it publicly. And speaking about it publicly, we can also look at it in a very transformative way. That even though the situation is horrible, there is definitely a message in the mess. And baby, no shade. I keep telling y'all, in order for y'all to really understand where I'm coming from, you're going to have to hit that weed too. Because I'm trying to tap into the flow that passes all understanding, which means that no matter where you are in your life, no matter what it might look like in your life, right now, that there is a central, universal application of love that is available to you. But in order for you to fully receive it, you gotta see it for yourself. And baby, this is not something that I just talk about, or to do it in a pseudo way, or to just fit in with some fad. This is some shit that I'm applying in my life every minute of every second. I'm not perfect, and I don't want to be perfect. I just want to be the best version of BubzDaGawd that I can be. And I hope and pray that Deezy continues down, I don't want to say down this path, not that. I hope that he continues to let that light deep down inside of him to not be snuffed out. He was getting therapy at one point, but I don't know what the hell happened after that. But we're going to get into that, okay? If you can, please make sure you like the video, because liking this video, or this live, helps this channel to grow in the algorithms, okay? We're almost at 800 subscribers. I'm so excited for people coming in and really enjoying the commentary and engaging in the commentary. And leave your thoughts down below. If you agree, disagree, just share your thoughts so we can find a gray area, okay? But before we do that, let's go ahead and get into this real quick. Boom. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. All the videos, songs, images, and graphics used in this live belong to their respective owners, and I or this channel does not claim any right over them, okay? Your ass sue me again, you will be practicing, okay? I'm just saying, all right? But the first video that we're going to look at, and to be honest, I tried to look up as many clips as I could in reference to bringing the Grave Shift live to y'all this morning, but we're going to use two videos as well from Nico's Aesthetic. Shout out to him. Make sure you go over to his channel and subscribe. He was able to get a lot of the clips and stuff which I wasn't able to find, so we're going to use his video as a springboard. But the first video that we're going to look at is one of the few altercations that we have seen thus far between Deezy and his newest partner, Arquez, okay? There seems to be, again, outside looking in, some sort of toxic way of expressing love to each other that unfortunately is growing in the gay community, especially amongst black gay men. This whole toxic, oh, I'm crazy about you, if I can't have you, nobody can have you, just hurting and abusing and breaking hearts, and then trying this false pseudo way of reconciling with each other just to do it again and again and again, and the different extremes of what happens when you don't love yourself, i.e., again, rest in power to Carlos Collins, that it can get to that extreme point. Okay, so the first video we're going to see again is really a clip. It was a short of Deezy and Arquez both being drunk, and because of the insecurity of Deezy, the conversation started to shift from verbal to physical. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a trigger warning. Okay, it's going to get a little intense. All right, but let's go ahead and let's get into that video now. Give me 1 second. Hold on, y'all.
Sinner! Sinner to you.
Okay, Lord.
Sinner!
Lord.
Sinner! Sinner!
Lord, he got like too much in.
Sinner! You better, bitch.
clipped after that. But that was the little small clip they had. There was 4 parts to it. Unfortunately, only 3 are available. I don't know what the hell happened with the first part. But this isn't the first time that both Deezy and Arquez have become very physically violent, okay, towards each other. All right? But this just happened to be documented. I believe that Deezy had one of his tooths knocked out of his mouth. There were scars, cuts, black eyes, swollen eyes. Again, the unfortunate byproduct of a toxic, unhealthy attachment. Okay, because when you... Okay, let me grab my microphone because I'm trying to be cute, girl. I'm really trying to be cute. Again, like I've said in my previous lives, when you don't have a strong foundation of self-love, you will do everything in your power in the most desperate of ways to try to force people outside of you to give you the experience you so desire. Even when they give you that experience that you desire, again, because we don't love ourselves, we end up fucking up our own blessing. We end up fucking up our own manifestation. Here it is manifesting in front of us. Now, I don't know Arquez personally. I've seen some of his work, okay? And he's starting to open up his life and share more of his life, okay? But I still don't know him personally. But from what I've seen thus far, as far as his energy, he really does love and care for Deezy. But it's starting to be at his own detriment, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and even financially, because the latest stunt that Deezy pulled, we're going to get into that. But there is this yo-yoing effect. One day we here, and the next day we here, and then we back over here, and then we over there. And then it's kind of like learning to be okay with that. Low-key, no shade, settling for less. Why do you want to settle for less when you have the opportunity to get what you really want? And then some of us, like myself in my past, tried to be Captain Save a Nigga. You can't save people who don't know how to save themselves, because then you end up putting your shit in jeopardy. All the things that you are working on to better yourself, all the business opportunities that have manifested, that has put you in the position that you are today financially, is now being compromised. Because you want to help someone that is too scared or can't see. And that's why I'm confused, because again, for those of us who have seen Deezy on Bigo, and him being able to share that he was going to therapy, I would want to know what happened. Why did you stop? And if so, why did you stop? Especially when you're doing stuff online where people can see it and then screen record it and then play it all over the social media webs. Just for you to see, oh shit, I did it again. So the second video we're going to see is the video of the aftermath of that situation. Okay? Let's get into that.
A policy on my house. You're going to jail, bitch. Just so I can get that insurance check, bitch. Cause your little limp dick ass bitch don't know how to act, bitch. You're going to jail, bitch. You're going to jail. You're going to jail, Hartnell. You're going to jail, bitch. What's up?
Wait. Start from the beginning, bro. Y'all was having...
Look at my fucking house. You're going to jail, Hartnell.
No,
You're
bro,
going
we
to
didn't see the
jail.
beginning. Show us.
I have a $200,000
Oh,
policy on my house.
damn.
You're going to jail, bitch. Just so I can get that
Oh,
insurance check, bitch. Cause,
oh,
cause your little limp dick ass bitch don't know how to act, bitch. You're going to jail, bitch. You're going to jail.
oh,
You're going to jail.
oh.
Hard.
And again, there are pictures, as you can see. See?
Talking.
Now, again, if you do your research, this isn't the first time that Deezy has been put in these type of situations. When he was with Maniac, all type of crazy shit was going on. Goddamn, almost breaking and entering and shit, stalking and shit. They would have their moments where they would come back together and just fuck like rabbits, only for them to go ahead and spill each other's tea on Bigo for coins and beans. So we are seeing again this cycle of, I'm not worthy of the best, I'm worthy of shit. Because if I really knew that what I had was good, I wouldn't be questioning it all the time. If I knew that what I had was actually real, I wouldn't be asking it, does it love me all the time, especially when I'm drunk. Because again, a drunk mind speaks a sober heart. Your real truth, genuine feelings are coming out. And then for Arquez has openly told everyone that he is going to stick by his man, my man, my man, my man. Even though your man at this point in time is a danger to himself and also a danger to you. And again, Arquez, you worked hard to solidify yourself in the adult entertainment industry. And again, y'all are grown men and y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do. But there are people like myself who are looking at this stuff and that are not laughing, but actually learning from this situation. Because again, when we take it to a much broader perspective in reference to humanity, there's a lot of humans out here that are doing that domestic abuse shit, that domestic violence shit, because they don't have any form of control in their own life. So they exert their physical strength, exert their money, exert their will to control other people. Until they come across somebody, baby, who is going to help them understand the error of thy ways. Because like I said, when it comes down to this DV stuff, you don't have to be a victim. You better motherfucking J-Lo enough your damn life. Because again, you have a right to be here. And just because you attract an individual who doesn't know who they are and that makes them low-key psychotic, baby, show them what the hell being psychotic looks like and survive the encounter. Okay? But let's go ahead and continue with the video.
I don't know. Honestly.
Did it upset you?
I'm so tired right now. I just need to go home.
Yes, bro. You need to go home because Deezy, he just.
Honestly, if we're being real, Arquez is the love of my life currently, and that bitch cheated. So I'm hurting right now.
Brava, he called the police. You know that, right?
Let me mourn.
Okay, so according to Deezy, Arquez cheated. And that's another common thing that be happening a lot in the motherfucking queer community too. Why the fuck do y'all get into situations that you know you're not prepared for? And no shade, and again, we speaking objectively and subjectively here. Like I said, we both handed, we gray areaed, we balanced over here. If your dick in your ass is A1, okay? Jesus made it himself, girl. Blessed it in everything. And got the approval of the 12 disciples, bitch. And you know that the Hoover vacuum cleaner was named after your throat before you even came into the world, girl? If you got that ultra instinct throat, bitch, like Dragon Ball Z, ho, that should be the last thing that someone should get from you, especially if you know what the fuck you doing. But because we're so hypersexualized, and especially in the queer community, we're so hypersexualized, it's like sex is now used as the main currency. The more sexually desirable I am, the better my life is. And we see how the lives of those people actually are going at large. Because here it is, Deezy, a very generally, conventionally attractive individual. Arquez, the same. And there's infidelity going about. There's insecurities there. You would think that that would be the, oh, that's my bae goals. Until we see the behind the scenes of the bae goals. Let's continue.
Call the police, brother.
Let me warn, okay?
Brother, are you safe? Where are you?
I have to leave this house.
Why I sound like you in some type of club or lounge or something?
I'm at Sovereign Suites.
Wow.
What? Like nothing happened, brother?
But girl, I'm not at Sovereign. I'm not at what's his name? I don't even know his name no more.
Arquez, brother.
Arquez. Yeah, I said I don't even know his name. I'm not at his house no more.
Brother, so you getting some chicken wings or something? What you doing there?
Dre, baby, you would bring food into this situation. How dare you?
He really in the club.
I know Arquez.
Brother, no, brother, you want to.
Okay, my question is this. What is it about Arquez do you love? See, these are the questions that need to be asked. What is it about this individual do you love? What's going on, Joshua? What's going on? Let me look at y'all comments real quick, because I can't see it on OBS, so I have my phone over here just to volume down. So, and again, my commentary is going to be delayed. I'm delayed like maybe 10, 15 seconds, I believe. Queen Stevie says, good morning, Bubs. Good morning, everyone. I need coffee, and I need a concealer. Oh, baby, right after this live, I'm going straight to bed, okay? They both are toxic, and not only that, Arquez is Trump support. Oh, wow. Maybe because of the tax breaks that come with it, you know? Joshua says they're both embarrassing. Queen Stevie says, and another thing, Dre Baby is an instigator and utterly transphobic and disrespectful to black women. Yeah, and to be honest, one thing that I have come to realize about BubzDaGawd is the fact that BubzDaGawd is just what it's going to be, baby. I just see it as entertainment purposes only. That's how I see it. That's how I really see it. And to be honest, that's not even the totality of BubzDaGawd. That's just, let's be honest, the nigga side of BubzDaGawd. I'm pretty sure it happens on other sides, girl, but I don't see it like that. I'm talking about what I see. What's going on, King Anubis? What's going on? But Dre Baby, he's a troll. He does all that stuff for shock value. He said something recently. I forgot who he was reading. I think it was in reference to Miranda and curly hair or head trail, where he said, and I quote, I hope, and talking to Miranda, I hope that I catch HIV so that I can go ahead and fuck your baby daddy so he can give it to you and then give it to your damn baby. Girl, what? Huh? But again, that's BubzDaGawd. So for me, I'm reminding myself to not take anything personal over there. Okay? But at the same time, protect your peace. Don't go over there if you don't have the capacity to do it. And that's cool. Me, I'm an individual who has gallows humor. I have dark humor. I sometimes laugh at the most inappropriate times. It's just a part of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I can deal with that and low-key give it out. But for other people, I can totally understand. So again, this is a subjective and objective conversation. Yes, objectively, what Dre Baby be saying is wrong. And on top of that, you can't say all that shit and then feel some type of way when your ass get checked in real life. You saying it in real life. You, again, might think that you're just, oh, it's an app and I'm at work, girl. But there are some hoes who don't play, whether they off the clock or on the clock. Okay? But let's continue with the video. I'm going to get back into y'all comments, okay?
Before this time, brother. No, listen, before you hang up.
Arquez gonna be fucked up, and I will beat the shit out that bitch ass nigga.
Brother, before you hang up, because I want you to be safe.
Wow.
He really at the club, y'all, I swear to God.
So I love him. I'm in love with Arquez, but yet I'm at the motherfucking club. And when I see that nigga, I'm gonna beat his motherfucking ass, bitch ass. Do you see all that? And again, you grown. Do what you want to do. It's your life. But again, you are the one that is documenting it. Whether you are doing it unconsciously or consciously. But this is a continual pattern, a continual cycle that is happening. And I do believe that Deezy has the opportunity to break away from that. But even if he does not break away from that, or even if this is for entertainment purposes only, because again, we're going to get to Nico's aesthetics video where he believes that these motherfuckers just doing this shit for money. But regardless of whatever the situation is, the shit that's happening, whether it's for real or for play, happens for real in the objective world. To where there are people right now that are going through DV. Just like when we did that live about the individual doing those gay pranks and how the reaction of those gay pranks, how visceral and how fucking traumatic they can be, actually happens in real life. So again, over here on BubzDaGawd, regardless of whatever the fuck is put out, we always learning from it because there is, again, a message in all of the mess. And somebody gotta make sense of some of this shit. And Rico saying I have dark humor too. Shit, that's why we jail, okay? But let's continue.
But I hear the music in the background. Y'all hear the music? Mm-hmm. He really I told you he at the club.
Hell yeah. Okay, and again, the links for these videos that you can see for yourself without my commentary is in the description box below. Shout out to them. Again, I don't own none of this shit. Okay, I'm just giving my commentary. Don't strike my shit, bitch, because I'm a light a candle girl and it won't be for Teddy Pendergrass. Okay? So now we're going to get into the third video. Okay? And again, this is like a few days after the aftermath. There are people who are coming up from the comment sections who are sharing their opinions. There are some people that is telling Arquez, bitch, leave now, girl. Go. Girl, go. Bitch. Maniac was over here probably laughing, talking about, bitch, I warned you, girl. I warned you what the fuck was going on, bitch. I had 2 balls before this motherfucker came through, bitch, and lost 1. I'm trying to save you, nigga. Don't you bust nuts for a living to get your money? No shade. And baby, everybody can't be lying. If we all seeing the same thing, everybody can't be lying. But again, it's a personal choice. And again, when you don't have a level of self-love, a foundation of self-love for real, i.e. meaning that, oh yeah, this shit ain't for me. You putting your hands on me is not for me. You verbally assaulting me and abusing me like this is not for me. But that's the thing about life, baby. That's the thing about life. Life will mirror the good and bad things about you. Because again, the question that I would want to, if I had the opportunity to sit down and talk to both Arquez and Deezy, one of the most important questions I would ask is, what is it about each other that you love that doesn't evolve. Lord help me, Lord, this weed, girl. Ooh, I ain't know this weed was this damn strong, baby. That doesn't evolve around sex. I said evolve. Revolve. Oh, this weed good, girl. Oh. But sex is not the most important thing in the situation. What is it about this person mentally, emotionally, spiritually? What is it about this person that makes your heart skip a beat? What is it about this person that makes you be like, even though your ass is hurting and you're supposed to be actively healing, but even though you're hurting, I'm willing to put up with your shit. What is it about it? And if the answer is the dick or the ass or the busting of nuts, my condolences. Because if that's the case, it might as well be an open relationship, because that seems like that's a lot of shit that be going on all over the motherfucking spectrum, unfortunately. But let's get in. Oh shit. What happened? I got the wrong one, sorry.
Bitch,
Shout out, look. Shout out to APD for pulling up on the scene. They knew the fucking story, and you didn't have to say shit. No shade.
Bitch,
Shout out to them.
I'm not on it. I don't even care. Do not come here and tell me about what her nails said. I don't care. I don't care. Only one of us talking shit about the other one. Go ahead. What's up, Brokey? What's up, Jake?
Arquez, I just want to say, one, I was here with you all night. It feels so good to see you wake up and you're smiling and you're laughing. We love you. All 2.4. There's minus a few trolls. We are here for Arquez. We know the real truth. Like the last person said, we can tell who's really hurt.
What's up, boy, crazy?
Your feelings are hurt and your ankle is hurt, but that is it. His soul is hurt.
Listen, my friend don't be okay.
And that's it.
My
we can
friend
tell
be okay tomorrow. Watch.
He
Y'all
is.
Like, oh, the ankle ain't messed up no more. He gonna be all right tomorrow.
I'll be all right tomorrow.
Please,
tonight I'm in pain, Jackie. Police to y'all. Tonight I'm living
on. He gonna be all right. I promise y'all.
I know you are. So today, are we gonna get up and go buy that royal blue couch for our living room so we can be teased?
Jackie.
And no shade. I appreciate them trying their best to help change the tides of what was going on. Because again, if there is anybody that in a sense I do fuck with over there on Beagle, above all the top Beagle girls and broadcasters and shit, is the motherfuckers in the comment sections, especially the ones that are loyal to their the broadcaster they support. But I mean loyal in an objective way, which means that I'm not gonna be no yes person, bitch. I ain't finna gift you and say yes to every motherfucking thing you do, bitch, unless your ass is kind of desperate like Sally, no shade. But to be able to say, nah, bro, that's wrong. Nah, sis, that's wrong. I'm going to challenge you on that. So I appreciate them, again, trying to insert themselves to make Arquez's situation better. But at the same time, him saying, oh, I'm going to get over it tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to be good. No, you're not. Because, again, there is an emotional investment there. There is a soul tie from all this nut busting. Because, again, even in the queer community, and just really, if you want to talk about it, humanity, especially in the West, we don't have a healthy understanding about sex. We use it in a very lustful, very temporal, very selfish and greedy and gluttonous way. When if you love yourself and attract someone else who loves themselves, baby, the sex that you would have would evolve from fucking to making love, which means that we gonna be in the motions like we fucking, but making love means that in the midst of that, I am affirming you. I am loving on you. I am sharing my energy with you. I am sharing the back and forth and the cyclic flow of love between us that not only satisfies us in the bedroom or wherever the fuck we at, but it satisfies my mind and my spirit. Do you not know that your ass can remove all type of energetic blockages through sex? And especially with gay niggas, well, even women too, because vaginal sex, but even with gay men, bitch, busting open that root chakra, that's the chakra, that ground shit. You gotta make sure that if you let somebody bust your root chakra open, that they gotta be aligned them damn selves. Cause if not, your motherfucking ass would be like Jill Scott, wanna cook the favorite recipe and put it on the table, baby, and don't even know how to cook, about to burn down the whole damn house and shit, but you trying to cook because my man. Y'all be trying to manifest this goddamn baby boy, or you gonna make them tacos ass shit, girl. How you gonna ask me to make the tacos, girl, but you ain't paying not a damn bill over here, nigga? Unless you fucking selling dresses and shit. $40.
We can't go nowhere, bro. We gotta order shit. We gotta get home delivery.
Squeeze my tiny ass up in this.
In the TV.
Like
After
this girl.
we get the 3 mirrors in the TV,
Cute.
he all right. Okay.
There we go. Did we get the? Did somebody come help?
We about to go
did
get us
somebody...
a 70-inch from Walmart. It's $9.58. We about to go get a 70-inch. And we gonna go get the 3 mirrors. We gonna work that out, y'all.
And he gonna get that 70-inch gun, gonna be watching TV and gonna be having memories about how he was getting head on the side of the bed, okay? He gonna end up looking at them 3 mirrors, girl, and everywhere he look, he gonna see that goddamn drunk. Lord Jesus, why am I doing this, girl? The Beagle energy is coming out of me, Lord. I guess we gotta do edutainment as well, be entertaining as well, as far as educating too. But you gonna see him there, you gonna smell him and everything, girl. No shade, and I'm just being real. When you busting all type of nuts and stuff like that, you gonna remember that. If the sex is good, you're going to remember it, bitch. Back in 2018, when I finally had sex with that for the first time, bitch, I was at work and shit, girl. I had to walk away and, girl, go to the bathroom, girl, because I was just getting hard out of nowhere, because I was just thinking about how this nigga was riding this motherfucking dick, bitch, had my teeth dry, and you know teeth supposed to stay wet. Okay, let me continue.
Well, we okay.
Listen.
No,
So did somebody come over?
Oh shit, what happened?
He still needs more dragons for his quota, and I can show y'all we only went 3 shields over. Usually we go like 3 or 4 dragons, like every.
Okay, so I guess now we on our BubzDaGawd pages and we vetting ourselves. Another thing too that I think would be very beneficial. Well, I mean, fuck it, never mind. No, we gonna do it, because again, we learn it. For those of you who want to keep your soul, which is the most priceless thing that you ever fucking have in your possession, which means your soul, I'm talking about your happiness, your power, your peace, your awareness. For those of you who don't want to compromise that, stop bringing your shit publicly. The only time you should be speaking about shit publicly, bitch, is if you are in the midst of a domestic violence situation, girl, and you go on live saying, help me, he's trying to unalive me. Then yes, do all you can so we can get some help for you. But when you do the cycle, girl, of, okay, we get together, then we get drunk, then we gonna fuck, then we gonna argue, then we gonna fight, then we gonna fuck, then we gonna get drunk, then we gonna be cool, and then we gonna get drunk, and then we gonna be cool, but then you gonna wanna fight because we too cool, and you not used to shit being cool. You gotta have some sort of bullshit happen, some sort of distraction, girl, because if shit happens to be too good to be true, now you gotta worry about yourself and look at yourself and see how fucked up you are as an individual, which therefore makes you feel like you're not worthy of this. Again, cutting yourself off from your own blessing. Then you get drunk about that shit. Then y'all fucking bust nuts and they get post-nut clarity that shit ain't changing, so we gonna go ahead and fight. Do you not see how that cycle continues to go? But again, this is BubzDaGawd with Baby. Just like Zeus Network and all the rest of them, girl, they are willing to help you project your pain and your suffering and your ignorance to the masses for a fee. They continue to make money and get residuals off of y'all. Meanwhile, y'all the ones that have to deal with the aftermath of it. Like Monique said, we ended up putting too much pressure of putting the bag over humanity, bag over our souls, which again is the only thing that came with us in this experience, going to be with us during this life experience, and is going to go with us after this life experience. But you know one thing that's not going to be able to leave this realm, bitch? Is the bag. Don't put the bag over yourself. Put yourself over the bag, bitch. Put yourself first, and whatever comes afterwards, no problem.
Every host knows to go over your quota. I literally only went 3 shields over 600K. So how was I using them? And I can show y'all my Actually, you know what you can do? Click right here at the it's in the top left corner where it says beans to surpass previous thing, hourly region. You can click on that. You can click on star list. Then you see weekly this month or last month. You can click on last month and it says 604K. I don't have to use my designers or lie to them. Bitch, if anything, I allow the Bigo before, and then I tell the designers what's really going on. Yeah, he's still drinking because that's a fucking alcoholic. We not the 18. Hello? Y'all not stupid.
We're going to see videos soon when we bring up Nico Aesthetics video where for him to call Arquez an alcoholic, but the majority of the time that we've seen Deezy, he's the one that has some Casamigos, okay, Jose Cuervo, some sort of tequila, to where because he's been so drunk, he's been alleged of touching curly head trail, being weird to him sexually. It's a whole different freaky set that happens when the alcohol is involved. So you can't sit up here and say, but again, maybe you can because, like I stated, you attracted somebody that mirrors aspects of yourself. And to be honest, a lot of people use alcohol in a way to cope and to escape their reality, to distract themselves from reality. Now, if people was getting drunk and was doing what they were supposed to do, if you ask me from a spiritual perspective, being drunk, which means that you're speaking your sober heart, your sober mind. How the saying go? A drunk, how I go? I just said it earlier. But when you are drunk, girl, your inhibitions are lowered to where you are more accepting of being open and honest and transparent. That could be a good place too. Just like weed. There are some people who smoke weed to escape their reality and cope with their reality. And that's their prerogative. But then there are people like myself. Well, there's a multitude of reasons why I smoke weed. But one reason why I love weed is because weed helps me to face my reality. It helps me to slow down my mind because I think so fast. Therefore, I talk very fast, which is why I stutter a lot. There are moments where I do lose my thought. But that's just a part of who I am. But I'm learning to love myself where I am and love myself for who I am and who I'm not. And I do believe that both Deezy and Arquez and Maniac and all of the other black gay men who are struggling with trying to build a foundation of self-love, guess what? We all have an opportunity and a choice and a chance to be able to do that. But like a wise mystic once said, when you're doing your soul work, when you're doing your shadow work, when you're going to the therapist, when you're facing the deepest, darkest thoughts that you were trying to hide, but yet the universe continues to bring up through the element and platform known as Bigo, if you don't do that work, this is what can happen. Thank you, Joshua. Drug mind speaks to sober thoughts. Thank you. It's the weed, too. Sometimes the weed be like, girl, Andrew Caldwell this shit, girl. Speak your own language. They'll get it. Okay? But let's continue.
Y'all not stupid. Y'all literally can see my quota. Like, literally, the quota is, like, public information. You the only dumb bitch that think there's a 500K quota that you still ain't hit. Like, girl, I be flabbergasted at the lies he tell y'all, and then y'all really be believing it. This bitch, hold on, this bitch got a credit card to pay his phone bill. Like, and I'll put y'all on that, because that's actually kind of smart. But, he's showing y'all all these ways to scam the government and all this other shit. But you guys...
Or what I would call just following the same loopholes that the government use. That's a credit hack right there. To build your credit, just use them for smaller payments. And pay 2 times before you have to before the due date to help boost your credit. So there are some things that he's doing that is smart. But again, because we're talking about broken people here, we have turned money into our ultimate God, because I'd rather cry in my Mercedes Benz. I'd rather cry in my mansion. I'd rather cry with millions in my bank account. And no shade, it does sound nice. What's up, Occultic? Because ain't nothing wrong with having financial abundance in your life to help complement your life, to help accentuate certain things about your life. But when that becomes the prime source of your life, to where you own that cream cash rule, everything around me, first of all, you're low-key submitting to something that is not going to save you. Because if it can save you, I challenge all the people with the money in the world to have it save you from death. I dare you. And that's the thing about money too. Money come and go. And for the conspiracy theorists out there, like myself, they're trying to change the value of the American dollar. They're trying to change the financial system. And have we not seen individuals who are part of Hollywood, who are multimillionaires now, that gotta pay like they motherfucking way now, and they losing money? And them losing money, especially this amount of money, that shit wasn't part of the plan. That shit wasn't part of the script, nigga. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
So much money. You got 7 corporations that's not corporating. And it's like, bitch, I could care less about what the fuck you got to say. You loser ass, lame ass, dusty ass, funky gold having ass bitch.
Funky gold having ass bitch.
Your gold stink. Your gold stink. And you know what? I farted on him. Yep. What? I farted on them goals. One day he was eating my ass and I farted hard. You funky gold bitch.
And this ain't the first time. When him and Maniac was arguing, they talking about, oh yeah, we was doing this shit. Remember I fucked you in the woods and we was snowballing and shit like that? Remember when I skied up at you and you spat it back on my face? Remember when I ended up licking the rosebud? Remember when I ended up doing all this shit? You wasn't saying that shit when I had my damn dick down your damn throat. You wasn't saying that when I was touching that dangling thing that's swinging the back of your throat. When I was motherfucking shazamming all in your goddamn lungs and shit, you wasn't saying nothing. When your ass was on that, you wasn't saying shit. You was calling on Jesus' name, and you ain't talked to Jesus since you went to church last Easter.
I farted. So tell him you fart mouth, fart mouth, fart mouth.
Bitch, no shade. You fart in my mouth, I'm going to whoop your ass. That would be the end of it. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm not a fucking caveman. I'm not a Neanderthal. No. Okay? That's grounds for... Girl, I'm about to say something with some dark humor, Lord. I'm not trying to include dark humor because this is a serious topic, but at the same time, girl, this is BGO. So we also have to understand and accept the realities here. Shit. But you ever do some stuff like that to me, I'm going to baby. Oh. Baby. Now I'm gonna turn around and fart and put my damn lighter in front of that bitch and motherfucking set your ass on fire.
I farted on 24K.
In the air.
Bitch, leave me alone, yuck mouth. Leave me alone, yuck mouth. I'm not doing this today, shitty. Girl. All that salmon and chicken. Bitch, and mind you, all he do is cook salmon and chicken and the hamburger helper and think he be turning. And I'm like, oh, baby, so good. Y'all know I'm the easiest nigga to please when it comes to food. I literally eat the same shit. Y'all literally watch me make hamburgers for 2 months in a row. Then right after that, I ate Five Guys for another 2 months. Then right after that, I was eating that pasta for another 2 months. Y'all know I can eat the same thing every day, but please don't turn it up. Please don't turn it like, bitch, you just this Chef Boy RD bitch and that we just loving the cooking that you walk to Whole Foods for every day. Literally walk to Whole Foods because you know why? You don't have a car. Because you don't have a car. Why we having petty wars? Because he started. He wanted to go live for the views because he knew he was going to get them and talk about me. The same thing happened. He doesn't have a car. This the same way.
Okay, for the people who want to have a healthy relationship, okay, to help really genuinely strengthen and help upgrade and evolve a monogamous, or even if it is a polygamy, some sort of relationship where you are respected, your thoughts and opinions and viewpoints and perspectives are respected. Yes, they're going to argue, but they never get to the point to where they become abusive, whether it's verbal, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whether it's emotional. And on top of that, all this shit you're talking about and farting on goals and 24 karat magic and shit, I would prefer, especially for those who want to be healthy, go tell that to a couples therapist. Okay? Go find somebody that would keep your information confidential, because what happens is that, again, on BGO, it's like the game telephone, girl. I say one thing and then we get to the 10th person and now, bitch, fuck just, oh, he said something slightly different. We speaking a whole different language, girl. How the fuck we go from English to goddamn Japanese? But again, the coin, the attention, the money, the likes, the follows, and on top of that, you got niggas watching you. So again, if this nigga don't act right, I can get me another nigga. There are a whole bunch of motherfuckers in the world who got fat asses. Fat asses be coming into fruition every day. Big dicks coming to fruition every day. Motherfuckers changing their body every day, whether they working at it through a natural means or whether they going through some sort of surgical means. So what is it about you that makes you stand out amongst all these other individuals who look like you or even look better than you? We haven't been taught to love ourselves where we're at. That's why therapy is important. Because it helps you to love yourself where you're at. Because if you can't find a current place where you're at right now, or a foundation or an anchor or something, baby, you will be all over the fucking place. And because of that, you are now then hurting other people. And they pick up that toxic cycle and they continue it, and they hurt other people. Even people who really do care about them. Even people who really do fuck with them. Even people who do want their best interests at heart.
I literally wait to respond to people. It's just like, not even to bring up Baldy in my motherfucking storyline, but remember when I dropped my badge, I didn't go live that day because I was banned. That bitch went live. First, that bitch wrote a whole paragraph in the Discord. Deezy's not a Milan anymore. Then she went live trying to explain why I wasn't a Milan anymore. Then I responded. Then I woke up her coke allegations, her steroid allegations with proof. With proof. Bitch, and you know I come with receipts, girl. He not talking bad about me. Yes, he was. Yes, he was talking bad about me. Well, guess what? I'm talking bad about him, bitch. Them residual income kick Vandal out of my life. That residual income, them residuals he keep talking about be $3 or $4. Them checks don't be shit. Them Spotify music streams, bitch. Oh my God. This man literally was on live the other day like, oh, Spotify updated my paragraph. You sent in that paragraph. You literally wrote that paragraph for them to post it.
My Lord.
Deezy, what's under them goals? Some composites.
Jesus.
some pieces of toilet.
What?
It might even be porcelain. I don't know. I ain't never seen it. This man literally brushes his teeth with the goals in. You got a warrant, boo? Do I got a warrant? Because when I talked to the police this morning, I didn't have a warrant. So when did I get a warrant? He is a washed up corn star. Yes, he cornball. A washed up Mickey Mouse loving ass cornball.
But when you were drunk at Sovereign Suites, right after it happened, you said you love this man with all your heart. And no shade, again, objectively, is this what loving a motherfucker with all their heart looks like? And for some people, that's a yes. And again, you grown, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, baby. Keep this shit going on forever. Okay? But for those of us who don't want to manifest that, for those of us that want something better, something healthy, something long-lasting, because we already starting to believe this narrative, a lot of us, that, oh, it ain't gonna happen, that niggas ain't shit, that men ain't worthy about nothing but a motherfucking nut and all that stuff, realizing that we saying that shit also to ourselves. Because we niggas too, despite the expression of the feminine energy or whatnot. Just like the live I did, the last live about the epidemic of loneliness. Bigo, no shade in reference to the whole dating and fucking shit over there. There is nobody there that I know of that are in healthy relationships. that are trying to build something with someone else, to where all the stories sound the same. And yeah, we dealt with fuck nigga after fuck nigga after fuck nigga, but that article that I read helps us to understand why we deal with the fuck niggas. Why do we allow them to do what they do? Because you gave them permission to do it. And on top of that, do it time and time and time and time and time again. Some people would call that a reprobated mind. But I'm under the impression and understanding that no matter where you are in life, there's no such thing as being stuck unless you want to be stuck.
Oh, I'm done. I'm not going back to his lame ass. I'm not going back to no mama's boy, Mickey Mouse ass, grown ass little kid that lies about how much money he got and yet can't buy a car. So what he does is, yes, that's his Mickey Mouse shit. That squeaky voice, the little voice he uses. He's stuck on Mickey Mouse. You throw clues, I very much throw clues. You know what? His mama even got mad at me because I said, he's too old for Mickey Mouse. She said, well, you might not be the right one for him. Well, you need to tell your son to grow up.
And I will say this. First of all, he's not the only one that needs to grow up. You need to grow up too. And secondly, this is a time for us as black men, regardless of our sexual orientation, to start loving and healing the child on the inside. Because like that article read in the last live that I did, a lot of queer people, especially black queer people, because a lot of us grew up in organized religion, had to deal with the pressure of the closet. And then being young, not being able to talk to anyone about it, and then being told that the one person that you can talk to, who's with you until the ends of the earth, is saying, oh, well, I'm not going to talk to you, though, because you a fag. When you pray, I'm going to be like, la, 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 I don't hear nothing, I don't hear nothing, I don't hear nothing, hetero, 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 hetero only, hetero only, hetero only. And because we have not healed from that, we then become adults now who really emotionally are still the young boy who is hurt and confused and trying to figure everything out. But here it is now, I'm an adult. I done grew into my looks. I'm able to get my body together. I'm able to get all this stuff to make myself look very, very, very desirable. But yet it's still not working out for me. And there are some people who are quote unquote doing what society tells them that you should do. Oh, in order for you to be a real man and to be a nigga that, you know, I really need in my life, you need to make this much money and you need to have this, you need to have that, and whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. And in the lens of society, I can understand that because people want to live a comfortable life. People want to be able to have time to not be a fucking slave to the system and actually fucking live, because the system is pushing us to not live or to live vicariously through these corporations that control our life. But then when life hits us or something threatens our mortality, girl, to where money don't mean a motherfucking thing in this moment, none of that stuff means nothing. That's when you're hit with the very jarring reality that, baby, your life is short. And the life expectancy in today's times is going down lower, to where there are motherfuckers now that are in their 20s that are ending up with colon cancer, where normally when they were screening that, I ain't say normally, but when they were screening that, it was for people that was in the late 30s, early 40s. Motherfuckers dropping dead of heart attacks in their early 20s. Tomorrow is not promised. So you have the opportunity to live, but again, we haven't learned how to do that, especially as black people, and in particular, as black queer men. We've learned how to live through sex and the conquest of sex and becoming desirable and looking to be desirable. And then end up attracting the same situation, but with a different face, a different skin color, a different name, a different height. Same shit. And then the younger queer community that be over on Bigo is looking at that. And just like the queer person in that article, who was 18 at the time, before the passing of same-sex marriage and all that type of stuff, and even when same-sex marriage was happening, and he was coming from an affirming family who did not judge him, and family members that did not judge him, that amidst all that love, he saw all his heterosexual family members running around and their children running around, and him looking and saying, I will never have that. Not understanding that you are unconsciously, low-key, speaking a affirmation over yourself, or a spell over yourself, or a prayer over yourself, to where the universe is saying, okay, well, if you believe this, I'm going to give you what you give me. To where there is such a desperation there that, again, very drastic situations happen where people end up losing their motherfucking life. All because I can't live without you. Well, bitch, you better learn how to live with the motherfucker that's always there, bitch. Even when your ass is going to court and being judged and gotta sit in the motherfucking jail for the rest of your life, is yourself. And sometimes God, source, universe, consciousness will work in such mysterious ways, baby, that it will sit your ass down and give you the objective opportunity to do it.
And if anything, you like, bitch, you need to tell your son to grow up. Like, girl, I'm gonna speak my truth. Cause I'm a grown ass man, bitch. At the end of the day, I'm the one fucking your son. Maybe y'all did something. I don't know. Right, like, bitch, you cannot tell me about somebody who raised you. Didn't you say, like, didn't he say his mom got pregnant with him at 14 or 15? She didn't know nothing about. Bitch, you trying to pretend like you had this amazing. Bitch, first of all, somebody with a great childhood is not growing up to be a porn star at 16, 17 years old. Bitch, you've been doing porn for 40 years.
But at the same time, you said that you was in love with him and you knew this. This wasn't something that was sprung out on you. This wasn't something that you didn't know. Arquez is low-key a vet in the adult entertainment industry. You knew this. But now, instead of just busting nuts to a video screen or a computer screen of this nigga, now you actually having that experience with him. And on top of that, again, Arquez is a very generally and conventionally attractive individual. So of course, people are gonna want him, and the fact that he's yours gives you more social equity too and makes you more desirable. Which is why, even though you was in love with this nigga, you was at Southern Sweets doing your thing, trying to do, oh, two can play that game. And now that you are sober, and now that you are hurt and he done hurt you, and instead of you being accountable for the shit that you motherfucking did, now you're trying to deflect and protect yourself by calling out his shit. And what you're saying may be true, I don't know. Because there are a lot of people who be playing like there's something that they're really not. And yeah, sometimes, bitch, you have to have a little slight insanity when it comes to manifesting something in your life, because there has to be a part of you that has to believe something that's not even here yet. That's how you bring it from the spirit realm into the physical realm. But not in this way. Well, in a sense, yes, in this way, because you're manifesting this reality here, which seems all too familiar.
You've been doing porn for 40 years, bitch. What type of great childhood, what type of great childhood goes and does porn? Oh, my mama raised me so good, I'm gonna end up selling my ass on live. Literally, all your accolades is to porn.
You knew this.
Bitch, you talking about a cartoon that didn't come out. Your movies are porn movies.
You knew this.
Your exes are porn stars, but you're such a great guy.
You knew
You're
this.
such a great guy.
Yeah, you in love with him. You in love with him. You in love with him. I'm in love with him. He's the one I've been dreaming of. Okay, that's my shit. Makes my heart go bang bang.
Yes, I'm being
Shout
a
out to the
Scorpio because
Parkers.
bitch, now I'm tired. I've had enough. Then he's talking about Harnell going to jail. Well, bitch, I'll see you there. I'll see you there because I'm definitely putting a warrant out on your faggot ass. Bitch, and I definitely have videos of you hitting me first. Bitch, and yes, I responded. But bitch, I also went to the hospital to make sure that I have proof. Hello? 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 Because I called the police and they said, do you wanna, because yes, my nose was bleeding profusely. My nose was bleeding profusely to the point where I had some of the designers and and stop sending shit to my little sister.
What? Oh my God.
Please stop texting my little sister and stop texting my family.
And that's another thing too, girl. I appreciate the people who go to BubzDaGawd, girl, and no shade, they just see it as entertainment and they'll pay for the entertainment just to be a part of the entertainment. But for the individuals who low-key be trying to insert themselves, I'm talking about physically in they shit to where it's like, girl, we about to do this to your people. It's like, I want y'all to understand that spiritually and karmically, you're going to get all that back. He who laughs first, laughs last, bitch. And some motherfuckers haven't even started laughing yet. And that be that weird shit. Why y'all sending shit to people's mamas and stuff, girl? Like, I want you to know God is watching you, bitches. Okay? He's watching.
I promise you I have it. I'm tired of my little sister, my mama, and all my family members crying because y'all just sent them some bullshit. My mama like, and then y'all be lying to them. My mama gonna call me the other day like, baby, I heard you in the hospital. I said, mama, I'm with the nigga that allegedly put me in the hospital. Stop listening to these people. When these people that you don't know write you, block them.
Girl, my mama would not be calling me talking about I heard you was in the hospital, bitch. My mama would have showed up at the fucking hospital with a damn gun that she don't even own, bitch. So you know she don't give a fuck. Talking about who the fuck put my son in the hospital. Okay? There are some mamas out there that be like, girl, lock me up. Throw away the key, bitch.
And going about your business. I already showed my face. If you missed it, then you missed it. If you didn't see my face, you missed it. I only have a cut on my nose and my lip is busted. And I'm not going to continue to show because I'm not going to walk around with a black eye like he's doing for a badge of honor or for sympathy beans that you're not even getting.
Why is
you're
y'all
not
even fucking
getting
each other up in the first place? And on top of that, if y'all gonna sit up there and box, at least be like, okay, you know what, nigga? Come on, let's put these boxing gloves on. Come on, put this headgear on. At least do it in a safe fucking way. Cause there's gonna be some niggas, cause there's two men and shit in society, way society says how men gotta act. There's gonna be some men who are gonna be on that type of tip. So my thing is, if you're gonna do that, at least try to do it in the lesser of two evils type of way. At least make sure we got some mouth guards in and shit.
Like, you doing the most for absolutely nothing. For absolutely nothing. You was on, they can subpoena the apartment video. It'll show you, yes, oh, no, baby. One thing about it, because I promise you I'm going to press charges on this man. Because you got me fucked up. First you want to lie and say I said something about your mama. Like, girl, what would I do that for? You know what started it? You brought up my ex again. I said stop saying his name. Stop saying his name. I don't want to talk about my ex. I'm in a whole new relationship. We supposed to be doing this. Stop being jealous of somebody that literally you don't have to worry about. I'm not texting him on the back end. My iPad code is literally his birthday. So I'm like, and my text messages and all my social medias are connected. So whenever you wanted to go through it, you could. I made sure I changed my iPad birthday He talk more about my ex than you do. Red flags, like, right. And then he has the nerve because they be like, oh, Deezy, because y'all know the comments message, they be like, oh, Deezy talking about his ex again in your house. I could never do that. So then he was like, yeah, I don't really like when you talk about your ex. But then you bring up your 3-year situationship. Then you bring up Tori. Then you bring up Rico. Then you bring up London. Then you bring up all these other exes all day, every day. And then you brag about domestic violence. Bitch, this is normal to you. Just like my ex had multiple domestic violences before, this is normal to y'all. So this is what you faggots do. This is what you porn stars do.
But this is also what you allow them to do as well. Because if your ass was locked up in a bathroom like a damn Saw remake, and you just happen to grab a nigga's cell phone and you just happen to go live and you happen to cry and say, please help me. Girl, he's trying to kill me. Girl, help me. Then you get to play the victim to where it's like, yeah, we gotta help this motherfucker, girl. It's gonna end. But when you accept the abuse, when you try to justify the abuse in reference to going back to the abuse, that's when the accountability, whether you like to hear it or not, is on you. But that's where that unconscious shadow work has to be done, because there's something, the thoughts in your head and the emotions that you feel is making a choice. Okay? It's making a choice to allow these things to happen to you, which then you can get on live and tell your side and feel justified and vindicated just to go back. And when he brought up Deezy, y'all low-key doing the same thing that Deezy, when he brought up his your ex-maniac, y'all literally are doing the same energetic things that you and Maniac did. The physical abuse, the verbal abuse, and going back and forth on Bigo talking about your sexual conquests. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. You was sucking my dick though, but I was nutting up in you though. You was throwing that ass back, talking about ooh that. All this stuff, again, just like with toxic masculinity, girl, to use a sexual conquest, like, nah, you was my bitch. You was my bitch, nigga. You calling me, but you was on my shit. But you, all that stuff. But it takes two to tango. And some of you motherfuckers got 2 left feet when it comes to the dancing. Successfully. Y'all be over here on that Napoleon Dynamite shit.
What you prostitutes do.
What's up,
bitch?
Jason?
Like, please miss me with the bullshit. Please miss me with the whole, oh, I'm holier than thou bullshit. Oh, Deezy done fucked everybody on this app. Well, bitch, you fucked everybody in the world.
Occultic. Do what you gotta do. That's cool. Again, I'm always here for the replay. Always here for the replay. And sometime hearing it a second time might bring a different perspective. So don't feel guilty. If you gotta go see what Tokyo Tony crazy ass doing, do what you need to do. Like, we got you. We got you covered. We got you.
You fucked everybody in the world, bitch. You can't name, bitch, I can live. This is what kills me about porn stars. This is what kills me about porn stars. No, Mara, I'm not letting you up. This is what kills me about porn stars or sex workers or niggas who do OnlyFans. Bitch, we can literally pay $3 to see all them people that you done fucked. But bitch, you can't even name how many people I done fucked. You can name how many people I done sucked my dick on this app? We can literally Google you right now and see at least 10 to 30 more people, 10 to 30 people that you done fucked. Hello? Hello, we can literally Google how many people you done fucked. Mara, I don't care.
And that don't stay stuck there. Like, you don't have to stay stuck in the bullshit that you up.
Felicia, I don't want to stop you because you talking real shit. But y'all know y'all gotta be the same basic, dirty ass, miserable ass bitch that y'all was yesterday. You don't have to be that. You don't even gotta be that same bitch that you was 2 seconds ago. You can say, hey, right here, right now, I want better for myself. You don't gotta be that bitch. Y'all know that, right? You don't got
But at the same time, it's one thing to say it and proclaim it. It's another thing to walk it out and be consistent in that. Because I know what that feels like. And I'm going to always share my testimony and my story. It's new people coming up to BubzDaGawd as far as the channel now. So welcome me, welcome you. Back in 2018, what really like triggered, I guess, internally that my ego death was happening. And it's like once you make this choice that brings forth this awareness, it's like the scene from the Matrix where you take the red pill or the blue pill in this context, not the red pill niggas now, girl. Don't take that pill, bitch. That shit got fentanyl in it, bitch. But the Matrix aspect as far as being asleep or being awake. I said in the text message to that person that I have to choose me, which was me swallowing the red pill. And when I did, I kind of struggled with being consistent with that because I knew that me and this individual was not going to work out, and that was not a bad thing. But at that time, because again, I didn't have a strong foundation of self-love, or I was not secure in that, because I was working, but I should say I wasn't secure in that, to where I knew that us being connected was not going to be good for me. But there were plenty of times where I reached out to him. There were plenty of times I sent this nigga novels. There were plenty of times on my Snapchat I would motherfucking leave fucking synopsis of fucking movies and shit as far as what I'm feeling, all type of songs and shit. Being triggered that I'm going to see him somewhere because the gay community is so fucking small. And then thinking about all the sexual experience where we had, bitch, that had my ass waking up in cold sweats and shit, girl, because somebody else is hitting that nigga from the back, girl, and it's not me, Jesus. But I'm grateful for that experience because once I got over that hump, because baby, that was a difficult hump. I didn't think I was going to survive it. But once I got over that hump, because of that edible that I took, that 500 milligram edible, bitch, and sent my ass to hell, girl. And when I thought I was going to be swallowed up by the damn demons from the thriller grave and shit, girl, here comes love coming to the rescue. That's why I say that God, source, universe, consciousness, whatever you call it and whatever you identify with, as long as it's giving you life or whatever, is with you always. Because I didn't think I was going to make it out of that situation. That type of awareness and shit that I went through as far as my depression, that edible just showed me it with all of my 5 senses and my spiritual sense. But I'm grateful for that experience because it showed me what rock bottom was. Now that I'm at rock bottom, I can start to build again because I know where the fuck the floor is. And what I'm learning is that in life, as I continue to climb the ladder, I'm going to continue to bring the ground with me, which means being humble and having humility. Being humble to yourself and God, because those are 2 motherfuckers you're going to be with for the rest of your life and even after. But everyone outside of you gets humility, which means that I can appreciate you, I can love you, I can honor you, I can respect you, I can do all these wonderful things, but bitch, I deserve this shit too. And the only way, in my opinion, I feel like you're going to get to that point is when your ass is left with no one but yourself. And we be so afraid of that we will continue to deal with the distractions of the bullshit that fucks us up in the long run. Just like in that article when that individual said, as queer people being in the closet and having to deal with the awareness of, oh my God, it can be me, and the fear, it's like being punched in your arm repeatedly over time. And yeah, it's small, and yeah, that shit's annoying, but then you start getting upset after a while because it's like, dude, stop, come on. Then you get to a point to where, because it happens so much, you become complacent with it. Or complicit, I'm sorry, you be complicit with it. And you are complacent with it. That's what I mean about the cycle. And everything that I'm saying to y'all, I'm learning how to apply in my own life. This shit I've been on since 2020, baby, has been teaching me how to be both-handed, or, like the saying goes, to not be too spiritually minded that I'm no earthly good and vice versa. To actually be balanced, which means that I can manifest the life that I want, but also honor the humanity about it. It's like going from point A to point B and learning how to enjoy the scenic route. Yes, the scenic route is going to be longer, but there's so much beauty in it, if you know where to look. And if you can look out at the scenic stuff and see the beauty in it, just remind yourself that I'm a part of this natural experience, which means that there's beauty in me. And that you deserve a partner that's going to affirm the beauty in you, who's going to remind you of the beauty in you. And even when times get rough and tough, because they will try your ass, girl, that if it's in a higher vibratory way, that I'm gonna love you. See all this back and forth and shit like this, and getting into the cycle, and you making money off of it, so unconsciously, again, this unhealthy cycle. What happens when something like, I don't know, a terminal illness comes into play, like cancer? Or what if somebody gets into a car accident and now they can't walk and throw that ass back no more? And don't whine on me, whine for me, can't do it no more. What happens if somebody gets so mad and gets into their, oh, if I can't have you, can't nobody have you mentality, to where they throw something on your face like acid or boiling fucking water, and that pretty face that got you into the front of the lines and got you all the DMs and got you all the likes and got you all the attention, now in the blink of a fucking eye, that's all gone. And there are people right now, oh, that can never happen to me. Girl, be the same ones now. Anyway, let's continue.
Gotta be that miserable. Let that hurt go. Go watch Frozen, bitch. Go watch Frozen.
Let it go. At this point, some of y'all need to watch these motherfucking kids movie, girl, because some of these kids movies be more aware now, girl. They be speaking some shit of healing, girl, if you pay attention. I love motherfucking The Last Avatar. I mean, girl, I am so high. I am so high. I don't give a damn, girl. I'm in the balance between the spirit and BubzDaGawd, girl. Andrew Caldwell 2.0. Let me stop. But I love the Avatar The Last Airbender, girl, the series, and most importantly, the cartoon. Yeah, it was kiddie, but it had core elemental things that is beneficial, because a bunch of adults are nothing but a bunch of hurt kids spiritually who done got into some power now and some influence now and some attention now, and they wreaking havoc and fucking everyone's else life up. Well, guess what, bitch? You ain't gonna bleed on me, bitch.
Let that go, bitch. Imagine.
What?
Okay, thank you, Nick.
You bitches are weird,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, let's move, because no shade ain't gonna come from that panel. No shade. Okay. So now, let me go ahead and change the music up a little bit, y'all. I love OBS. I just gotta get used to it. Where we at with the music? Let me drag the music all the way down here, first of all, with the rest of the music, so I ain't over here doing some shit. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one? This the one I want? Hold on, y'all. No, let's do this. Let's do this other one. I like this one better. Let's do that one. Shout out to y'all for still being here with me on this morning. Please make sure y'all hit that like button for me because it helps this channel to grow in the algorithms. We are almost at 800 subscribers. Okay, we moving on up. Ooh, that run was sloppy, but we moving up. Okay, slowly but surely, we getting there. But the next video that the next two videos we're going to listen to is from a YouTuber by the name of Nico's Aesthetic. He is an individual who speaks a lot about the queer adult sector. He is now, if I'm not mistaken, most recently involved in it now, but he still speaks his mind on certain issues that are happening in the queer community. Besides sex, like romance, aspirations, just the way that queer people exist and trying to find or have conversations that bring forth a healthier way of being, or just having a higher awareness so we can do better. Okay, no shade. So again, he's going to have more video evidence because he was able to get clips that I couldn't even find. I was looking for him too. But again, shout out to him, and please don't hit my shit. Like I said, you sue me, you will be practicing, baby. Okay, let's not do that. But anyway, let's get into his video now, shall we? Okay, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. What's going on? Okay.
Lord, he got like.
No, what the hell? This the one? No, this ain't it. Is it? Okay, yeah, it is. Is it?
Too much in
Sinner.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
Bitch.
Oh, he just got a screenshot.
And today, Nico, my energy is going to be low. I'm about to catch a flight to Las Vegas because I'm going to the Gay V Ends, which I will be talking about on Patreon, Nico, because I talk about my extracurricular activities, the actual events that I go to, etc. over there. So if you want my tea, or if you want to be a part of the podcast, which airs every Thursday, 3:30 Central Standard Time, then go check it out. There are multiple tiers depending on how you want to support, and if you can't support financially, I definitely understand. Just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to keep the algorithm going. Now, let's get started on today's video. Nico, I'm sorry, I had to tune into my customer service voice. I recorded like an 8-minute video to this, and my microphone wasn't working, and then I had to troubleshoot the microphone for like 5 minutes, and like I said, I'm trying to catch a flight. I was supposed to get a mani-pedi before my flight, and now I'm just like, bitch, we'll see if I can make it. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Arquez and Deezy. Nico, who is that? Arquez is a porn star from like the early 2000s, if I'm remembering correctly, maybe the 2010s. And Deezy, I cannot tell you. Nico, this is no shade. Sorry to this man, you know, do not come on here and try to attack me. I genuinely do not know who he is beyond being belligerent drunk on Big O Live with Arquez. And
remember, Deezy calling Arquez a drunk, but here it is. Nico just affirmed that, girl, what did what's name say from the movie Superstar? I am rubber and you are glue, and everything that you say to me bounces off of me and sticks back to you. So put that in your back pocket.
The reason we're talking about this is because this last week, Arquez and Deezy went viral for beating each other on Big O for money.
Get comments.
Get the fuck out of my face. Stop doing me like you drop your. Bitch, why are you doing me like that? Bitch, I'm punching your shit. Why are you? I told you I was gonna punch your shit. Why? I told you I was gonna punch your shit. Why are you doing me like that? Go pick up your bottle. Why are you doing? Go pick up your bottle. Why are you doing? Go pick up your bottle. Why are you doing like that? Because you a bitch to me now, bitch. Every time you try me, bitch, I'm going to try you. Go pick up your bottle, bitch. That's what you care about. It's leaking out, bitch. Get the fuck off of me. Get the fuck off me before I punch you in your shit, bitch. Bitch.
Nico, yes, for some reason, and I'm going to make like a blanket statement to every porn star on Big O. Let me just put it like this. For some reason, outside of, you know, like super happy adult fun time content that most performers usually make to get by, a lot of performers that log onto Big O have turned to arguing, reading and beating on their partners, beating on random people, having the cops called on them for beating on.
And I low-key was going to bring those videos because, again, we're talking about DV, domestic violence. That's why the name of the title says When Love Hurts. And I was going to include the whole Kai Levine situation with him going off on Prince Ant, and also Gray Ling with some of his younger, barely legal, freshly legal motherfucking boyfriends who end up getting his name tattooed on their face like it's a gay gang or some shit, bitch. You know, just how this is rampantly happening, and not just on Bigo. This is happening in real life. It's just the fact that these motherfuckers in real life are just putting it on Bigo. So even though this is Bigo, this is the place where you can project some of the dysfunction in your life, and then people will pay to see more of that dysfunction. At large, not all of them, because again, there are people that are on fucking Bigo who do have common sense, who are able to say, hold on, bro, chill, who are able to establish a line. But I mean, hey, I guess it's how it is until it happens to your ass, right?
Random people all on Big O Live to make extra money and to stay relevant, sexy, and cool. Nico, I would never do it. Like I said, I'd rather go back to like regular civilian life before I log into Big O, just because that's too much chaotic energy for me. Point is, they were going viral because Arquez and his boyfriend not only get belligerent drunk and or inebriated on some form of substances. I'm gonna say allegedly on that one because, like I stated in a video a couple of months ago, where Arquez basically shoved a nail up his butt as a 30-something-year-old gay man to prove that he's tight.
I forgot about that. Why are you sticking a nail in your ass? A nail that is pointy at the tip. I'd rather you stick a damn fucking drumstick or something, drum line in your booty hole, and then tap on the drum to show that you got elasticity and it can move. Okay? I'm just saying. But a nail... Okay, I don't know what in the Hellraiser type of fucking fetishization that is, but a nail, nigga, meaning that if you motherfucking sneeze, bitch, now your shit punctured. Nah, it ain't gonna be no fun adult happy time now, cause the booty hole healing, and it's not even from a hemorrhoid. The fuck?
He then took an at-home substance test to prove that he was actually sober and in his right mind. He just naturally has that energy. That's why I'm gonna give it a toss up to that one, but his boyfriend is always belligerent drunk in every video that I see them in. So basically, they're upset because they're saying people are jealous of them and that they're just mad that they're happy and stopping bags, because multiple tweets went viral this week of videos of Arquez and his boyfriend beating on each other. And it is not like a simple, oh, we are just play tussling for content. They were hitting each other over the head with furniture, knocking each other's front teeth out, beating on each other, and calling each other everything but a child of God as romantic partners. And they have the nerve to say, we still happy and y'all mad. And my thing is, I never understand why when people in particular put their domestic violence online and people rightfully are concerned and or say this isn't right, you should leave the situation, they immediately jump to, y'all just jealous, y'all just mad, we making money. If I had to clock into Fight Club every day at 2 p.m. and beat on my boyfriend for a check, bitch, it would not be worth it. Maybe I was not raised in dysfunction. I was raised in dysfunction, but I was never raised in that form of dysfunction. Like, I don't understand why, in general, not only in like the gay sense, but in society as a whole, just getting together and watching people beat on each other like gladiators has become the norm.
And not even just beat on each other like gladiators. Again, even the verbal assault, because even though he is saying that, oh, I would never be in a relationship, I would not be in a relationship that brought forth physical altercations or physical violence, just like I wouldn't be in a relationship that brings up physical altercation or physical violence. But you might also allow yourself to be subjected to verbal abuse or emotional abuse. in a sense where I feel like Deezy's ass is also doing emotional abuse as well, because when he's drunk, do you love me? You don't love me. Tell me you love me. Well, you really don't love me. Just say you don't love me right now. Just say, but you so fine, but you so pretty, and all these other niggas. There's always somebody else better. Literally speaking over yourself in a way that's demeaning who you are. And now you feel compelled to want to help this person when they're manipulating you, because again, on Mad Day, now I can tell everybody how I farted in your mouth for goals and shit, and how I did all this other type of crazy weird shit with you, and how you a porn star, motherfucking sleazy, slammy, slushy, slewfoot ass, slutty ass hole. But I knew about it though. It's okay.
Television programs such as Baddies East, Bad Boys, whatever, all Zeus Network essentially, and then the plethora of third-party networks that have spawned creating this type of content of people just beating on each other for no reason. No storyline, no actual like beef with the person. Like I literally saw.
And if y'all gonna, and I'm gonna pause, bitch, because it's still my shit, no matter if it's late or not. On top of that, if y'all gonna do that shit, why not do this shit right? Why not make motherfucking boxing matches and shit? Why not put these hoes in the octagon in the ring, bitch? If they gonna fight, make this shit a big thing. Make it a big, show these hoes training or something. Maybe it'll help teach these hoes discipline. Maybe after the fight, they'll have some sort of transcendental experience after getting knocked about the head a few times. Like, if you're gonna do it right. Do it in a way to where it can be in some sort of structure. You can still have the entertainment. You can still have the drama. But it don't have to be a destructive type of thing. Wow.
A video of a girl roundhouse kick a girl in the throat just because she wanted to. She said, I actually like her. I think she's pretty. It's just my demons took over. Like, this is becoming the norm for a lot of people, and it's really concerning because
go
as
to the
a
army with
non-violent
that bullshit,
person,
girl.
I
Go
feel
to
like
war with
anybody
that
that
shit,
has like
girl.
a sane mental capacity.
Go if you really about that life, girl. Fuck all that bullshit, girl. You really about that life. Go to the army, girl, and go on the battlefield, girl, where it's life or death, and really be about that life, girl. Y'all hoes wanna let the demons take over? Let the demons take over in that realm. Okay, don't be over here hurting motherfucking civilians and shit. Oh, I like the bitch, but I wanted to hit the bitch in the throat. Okay then, girl. Well, when these bullets fly, bitch, remember that.
Would not be doing this and or condoning this. So, in this particular situation, I want to emphasize that domestic violence is not mutually exclusive with sex workers. Nico, every time we discuss this, y'all come on and you kind of show a little bias. And I understand that my content does pertain to adult entertainment, so maybe that opens the window for it. But let me just specify once again, domestic violence does not have a job occupation, meaning anybody can be suffering from domestic violence. Anybody can possibly be the person inflicting harm on others. It does not pertain strictly to sex workers.
But at the same time, you're looking at it a lot. I guess in a sense, sex workers can be at a greater risk of it happening. A greater risk of physical violence happening to them. A greater risk of some form of abuse happening to them. And we also see that there's a growing rate of this happening to just gay men in general. And again, it doesn't have to be the physical aspect of punching and people bleeding and being bruised the fuck up. Again, it could be the fact of saying shit, oh, you dumb bitch. Don't nobody want your stupid ass bitch. The fuck? Your ugly, like, all that type of stuff can fuck with somebody's psyche. Or again, emotionally. Oh, you don't care about me. You don't love me. If you did, you'll stop talking to them. Be trying to isolate them from their damn family and shit. Some sexual violence. Be using they motherfucking body parts for the devil's work, girl, and be having hoes over here acting crazy and psychotic and want to stalk you and all this type of shit.
I say that in particular because I want to re-emphasize that majority of the people going through domestic violence situations, majority of the people going through infidelity, it is not sex workers. Sex workers are still in a major minority within society. And then you have to throw in the conversation of sex worker couples. So it's like y'all try to pin it all on sex workers when in reality, gay domestic violence is happening all around you. I have friends who do not do sex work that have had situations where a boyfriend put their hands on them, where a boyfriend was emotionally or mentally abusive. Like, I just want to re-emphasize that in particular so that we can have a full dialogue on this. And I also want to emphasize this because there are tons of healthy sex worker couples. You know, we don't see videos of, let's say, who else is an OnlyFans couple that's still together? We don't see like videos of, let's say, like Raheem or Elijah having violent fist fights. I'm trying to list like couples, but there aren't that many that like stand a solid test of time. Point is, I want to re-emphasize that this is not mutually exclusive to just sex workers, but it is concerning that when sex workers that log on to Big O decide to create couple content, it is always domestic violence. And I'm not understanding why it's becoming the norm and why Arquez is getting so defensive and trying to copyright strike everybody. Because, bitch, you can get them on Twitter. Me, I'm going to edit the clip. Nico, yes, I'm going to stop right before the impact. So that way, if you want to see Arquez and his boyfriend Deezy beat on each other, you have to go and pay them their coins on Big O Live. I'm helping. I'm supporting God. But yeah, point is, I definitely want your opinions down below. How do you guys feel about not only Arquez, but other OnlyFans couples that put their business online and basically air out the domestic violence situations, always coming back with saying y'all are just jealous and y'all are mad that we were making money, when in fact no relationship should involve physically harming your significant other, emotionally harming, mentally harming, spiritually. You should not be harming your romantic partner.
That part.
I mean, sometimes it's accidental. You accidentally hurt somebody's feelings. You didn't mean to say something in a certain way. But physically getting into a fist fight to the point that you're knocking out front teeth and beating each other over the head with furniture, you have to be for real. You have to be for real, because I would not want to be put in that situation in any shape or form. So it's not a, oh, y'all are mad, y'all are jealous. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, if I'm being quite honest. But I definitely want to hear your opinions down below. Did you see the timeline fallout with Arquez? Did you see how he was going back and forth with people, being upset that they were actively talking about his domestic violence situation? I want to hear your opinions down below before I start ranting. And once again,
okay, don't worry about it. I'll rant for you. Okay, BubzDaGawd. Okay, thank you. Shout out to Nico. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. We got one more video that really is the most recent. This video was 1 day ago. Okay, so again, that other video, I think it's like maybe, let me see. Let me check real quick. Hold on. I don't know if it was like 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago. Let me see. 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold up the light. Save the world from... Yep, 2 months ago. So again, we are going from 2 months ago, okay, to 1 day ago. So Nico is going to give us an update on what the hell's been happening with this couple. Y'all ready to see what's happened? What happened? Matter of fact, let me look at y'all comments real quick. Acknowledge y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Joshua said that app is toxic and so played out at this point. Yeah, it's again, it's too much projecting. It's starting to become more dangerous. I guess at one time it was about entertainment, because again, I'm cool with people doing dark reads and health reads. I'm talking about subjectively, personally. I'm okay with people doing that type of shit, girl, if you are willing to take whatever you dish out and you understand that this is just for entertainment purposes only. So again, if you're going to go down that dark path, don't get mad when you hit a bitch and the bitch hits you a little bit harder. You feel what I'm saying? Understand that this is what the situation gives, and I think people on BGO forget that. I think once you get into a point of, once you get to a place and point where you are in power or some sort of power, you start to wield that power irresponsibly, to where you try to control other people. Oh, you a broke bitch. Oh, you a ugly bitch. Oh, you this bitch, trying to be better than someone. But then when the mirror's flipped on your ass, now all of a sudden there's all these excuses. No. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you, correct? Which is why when you love yourself, you will do unto yourself what you won't do unto yourself without anybody else doing it. and hopefully from a higher vibratory place. Rico said, I have dark humor. Arquez is like 40. Who's too old for this? Age ain't nothing but a number when it comes down to that. Because again, you can be 40 years old chronologically, but mentally and emotionally, in reference to how you view certain things about your life, you can still be stuck at that young boy age. He was over there calling him a damn mama's boy, saying this nigga is 40-something years old and be losing his damn mind, girl, when Mickey Mouse come around, bitch. Mickey Mouse Club, Mickey Mouse Club. So many people are addicted to that app. I don't get it. Again, it's an app that can be entertaining, because when you're around certain people who know how to just do this shit, who understand this bigo, and they just clocked in and they're just giving people entertainment, okay, that's different. That can be funny, because it's like tuning in to a television show, but instead of watching this television show, you also get to engage in the television show. You get to influence how the television show goes. You might say something in the comment section that might trigger somebody on the panel to laugh, or to call you out, or to say, oh yeah, that's right, or to spark something. And then on top of that, if it's really good, people gonna get a coin. So if it's in that type of way, and it's the lesser of two evils, that doesn't hurt people if everybody's in on it. I'm cool with it being that at that point. But I think now what's happening is that it's becoming addictive, because it's like, not only can you influence what happens, which means that you can play telephone and help to put things out of context, but you also get to be involved in it, because the person who is in the comments also has the opportunity and the privilege to be able to cam the fuck up themselves and become live themselves and join families themselves and become hosts themselves. So they can also be affected by the bigo culture and influence bigo culture, which is why there's new bitches every day. And again, when this app is gonna give you attention and then pay you for that, you know niggas love that shit. But apparently Trail's DL. I want Trail to go there to therapy too. Trail, you have a whole child, sir. And if you over there being DL, you're not even living in your damn truth. Now you have a whole child and stuff like that. Now Miranda ass is the innocent bystander in this shit. And because her ass also needs to grow in self-love, she can't let this nigga go, even though she needs to let this nigga go. But you have a child now, so it's more difficult. So now you are a statistic. Occultic says, I feel like I embarrassed myself in front of this guy I'm into, being impatient, going out of my way to try and get his attention. And that's the one thing I can understand, like being impatient. That was one of the things I had to learn how to do. That's even what I'm learning now, because in certain areas, not in romance anymore, but certain other areas, I have to deal with being patient. Because some of the things that I'm manifesting, I have to remind myself that it's going to take time to come from the ethers into this reality. You know what I mean? But I think also too, for us as individuals, and in particular queer people, I think queer people, we move too fast, even when it comes down to dating. We don't know anything about courting. We don't know anything about, like, okay, let's respect each other and wait to have sex. Now, there are some people that can fuck on the first night and girl, they together in a healthy relationship 6 years later. That's for everybody. But that's not going to work for everybody. Okay? So some things have to take time. And on top of that, especially with how people are in this world and people's mental health and stuff like that, and how they're not taking care of their mental hygiene, you need to find out and discover who the hell you're in a relationship with. Because Deezy and Arquez can sit up here and do this toxic cycle thing back and forth. At this point, y'all know the red flags now. Y'all have actively spoken the red flags, but then you go back. At this point, you know what's going on. But there is something there that is making you afraid to let go. And why? When you are single, it doesn't mean you're undesirable. It doesn't mean that you ain't got shit going on, ain't shit popping. If anything, being single means I'm learning how to love myself where I am. If I can't even enjoy my own company, enjoy my own thoughts and my own emotions, how the fuck am I going to be able to, in a healthy way, in a balanced way, enjoy myself with my partner? Because now, instead of me doing my own work to sustain the relationship and my partner doing their work to sustain the relationship, now I'm putting my work onto them. So now this motherfucker taking on a heavy ass load. We can do better. Joshua said he's a depressed alcoholic with unhealed wounds, and alcoholism will distract you from that. That's why they call it spirits. Because when you are drinking or you smoking weed, you are in an altered state, and it's very important that you are aware of yourself in them states. Because there's power and life and death in the tongue. And we tend to forget that and then wonder why we keep manifesting the same situations. The culture said to let someone fart in someone's low's mouth shows how much you care about them for real. What? Joshua said, I love when he and Milan fell off. I have to go back and do my research on that. Queen Stevie says, Arquez's mom totally did not like Deezy at all, if I'm not mistaken. She told him to get that man out of your house. Those were her words. Wow, so even the mama knew what's going on. See, the mamas always know. They low-key always know. Yep, Joshua, LOL. I think those were her words. He talked about it on live when they were going back and forth. It's called insanity, doing the same thing and expecting different results. It doesn't work that way. Let me see. Arquez said in one live he have a child on the way. Huh? Wow. So I am attracting other people who are in a cycle of looking for the value in self rather than people in a dedication to walking out their value. Yeah. Yeah. That's why, like, with me, even with me being single, again, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I'm learning how to love myself and know who I am, because just like I deserve an amazing romantic partner, my romantic partner deserves an amazing person as well. And also, too, it's not like, oh, I'm going to get to this level and I'm just like, oh, there's nowhere to go. Like, even in relationships, you still have to make the choice to grow with each other, because love is also a choice. And love is not just a word, it's also an action. So you gotta be willing to grow with your partner. Yeah, your partner fine as hell now, body snatch, ass fat, and I'm a real life top girl, so I know the ass be assing, girl. That's why I'm so glad I'm working on myself, baby, because ass, especially good, nice looking ass girl, is my kryptonite, bitch. I let a wrong motherfucker in, girl, fuck up my life. I let it happen a few times, bitch. I can't do it. A bitch need help from the gate. No. But what happens when that partner gains weight, or what happens when you get older and the ass ain't assing like it was before, and now here come the foes and shit and all this other type of stuff? Are you gonna be there with them? Hell, what if your ass ends up not being the same way you was when y'all first got together? So there has to be an element where this love has to be real. Because if it is just based on material things or just physical things alone, there's nothing wrong with having those things that complement the happiness. But they shouldn't be the source of the happiness, because if they're the source of the happiness, this is what happens. You allow yourself to be in these cyclic situations to where now, like Samora said, you walking into the punches. No, you don't be punching me. I be like walking into the punches. Girl, get the fuck out of here. They still bring it to the app. Yeah, because that money there. Dunna. Occultic says some people call this kind of thinking demonic because they don't know how to get out of the negative predictions or exist with them always there. Let me read that again. Some people call this kind of thinking demonic because they don't know how to get out of the negative predictions or exist with them always there. Yeah. It can become a form of, like, when I think of it like demonic possession, like there are probably entities and energies and frequencies that can manifest, that can become very destructive to themselves and humanity. But like they say, at first it starts with the demonic, I think, like I don't know if it's oppression or suppression first, but I'm just gonna say demonic suppression, oppression, and then possession. Suppression means all the good things about you, girl, don't mean shit, bitch. Like, for example, just think that, for example, you're trying to manifest something and you're putting your all into it. Okay, this time I'm going to really believe it, and it doesn't happen. And you are broken, like more broken this time because of that experience. You're not going to be able to think about the positive things or the fact that you can turn this into a learning curve or a lesson to better yourself. You're just hearing these negative thoughts replaying in your mind that suppress that other voice that's telling you, no, learn, look, learn and look. That's the suppression. Then the oppression comes because now those thoughts are the only thoughts you have. And now they're oppressing you to where you can't even live life. You don't look at life the same way any fucking more. Depression comes into play. And because you haven't been taught how to heal or to communicate your healing, especially as men, because we've been taught that men don't cry. So now we suppressing ourselves. To where you start to unconsciously, and in some cases consciously, accept those thoughts. And then here we are now at demonic possession, which means that now you are hurt, you are broken, you have no sense of clarity, you have no sense of being grounded, and now you're just bleeding out onto other people, i.e. domestic violence. Okay, I'm gonna get back to y'all comments. We got one more video, y'all. Okay, one more video. Let's get it.
Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse me!
And today we're here to finish out another wonderful week's worth of content. But before we get started, if you like this kind of content, make sure to follow me on patreon.com/Nico's Aesthetics for more exclusive lives, weekly videos, be a part of the live streams where we have multifaceted conversations.
Again, copyright disclaimer.
Community.
Enacted.
If that sounds like something you're interested in, definitely check it out. If you just want the community, log on to the Discord and join. It's a bustling, vibrant group of people. Nico, I'm trying to promote everything in a quick, orderly fashion. If you like parties, if you want to turn up, if you think I'm fly, sexy, and cool, make sure to check out my Instagram where I'm a party promoter and post pictures. I'm actually getting tired of promoting, so let's get started. Once again, thank you all for getting me to 26K. I don't remember if I said that or not, but 47 seconds in, let's get to the story. Today, we are here to talk about Arquez and Deezy. Another time. Nico, I've talked about them a few times, but I'll just give you a quick recap on who they are.
Thank you.
Arquez is a adult cinematography performer from the early 2010s, if I'm remembering correctly. He's a Trump supporter. He's belligerent. He's been accused of being on substances, but he just proved that when he took a cocaine test after a video of him shoving a nail up his coochie went viral because he was trying to prove that he still had tight coochie at 40. I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on over there. I try not to tune in because he did fraudulent copyright strike claims on my channel and they were all dropped. But point is, him and his boyfriend Deezy are now in a relationship where they make money on Big O by beating on each other and breaking Arquez's property. I did a video on Patreon about the whole situation of Deezy destroying his home, breaking down doors, destroying TVs, and then beating on each other across the living room. It's a very dysfunctional and toxic situation. But now another chapter of their story has come out where Deezy and Arquez got into an argument. They ended up breaking up. So Deezy ran outside of Arquez's apartment building. Nico, first and foremost, I thought he owned a home. That man is in an apartment doing all this, tussling and busting, knucking and bucking, disturbing his neighbor's peace. Deezy decided to run outside of Arquez's home, booty butt ass naked. Nico, I don't know why, but he logged on to Big O, booty butt ass naked, and basically said, yeah, I'm about to get him evicted. I'm about to get him kicked out. He won't play with me.
Like you do. Nobody loves me like you do. I'm butt naked as fuck. Bitch, fucked. Bitch, you got me fucked. Y'all. He about to get evicted. He about to get evicted. Watch this. Nobody loves me.
He has screenshots up because obviously he can't show it. He's monetized.
I'm just sitting here like, when will enough be enough? Because at this point of this story, like me publishing this video, allegedly they're back together and they're like, oh, the haters gonna hate. Y'all mad because we in love and we beating on each other for money and trying to get each other evicted by becoming a sexual offender. Nico, y'all know running booty butt ass naked in public will get you put on a list, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if the follow-up to that video was him getting arrested, but at some point, when will the check not be worth it? And I pose this question all the time because domestic violence, unfortunately, in our community is just pushed away as like a joking matter. Okay, we're both men, of course we can fight each other. That is still domestic violence.
Yeah.
Whether it's a fight on the street or a fight in the home. If you are beating on your romantic partner, that is wrong. That is wrong. So the fact that they've made their current living being belligerently high and or drunk and beating on each other on Big O for money, and now streaking through Arquez's apartment complex trying to get him evicted, I don't know. Especially because how would that get him evicted? You were the one that would be put on the list. Like, I don't understand the mental gymnastics these two are going through to try to secure a bag and make it seem like everyone else is bothered by saying y'all are dysfunctional. I have never in my life seen a couple beat on each other so often to the point that Deezy's teeth was knocked out, eyes lumped up. You know, it's just, do y'all even like each other? Because in a domestic situation like this, if someone puts their hands on you, they don't love you. That's for damn sure. If someone puts their hands on you, they don't love you. That's for damn sure. So the fact that y'all are doing all this, why are y'all even together? How did y'all even get together? Where did y'all meet? And how did the dating and courting process go to the point that you say, yeah, I want to be with him? I just personally don't get it. But that's the tea for today. Unfortunately, I could not show you that video because he's butt booty ass naked. But I'll leave the conversation up to you. Did you see the video? Did you know Arquez is actually in an apartment and not a home? Because for the longest time, he was talking like he was in his own home. He's in an apartment. But also, how do you feel about this situation? Do you think they should just break up? Why do you feel like domestic violence is not taken seriously in our community? Why is it an ongoing joke and or shtick to get a bag?
Okay. Well, thank you for that, Nico. Make sure y'all subscribe to him. Hold on, y'all. Where the hell is this shit at? Okay, there we go. I would really want for them to get fucking therapy. That's the main thing I want. I need some sort of therapy. I need some sort of Iyanla Vanzant sit down, not on my watch type shit happening. There has to be something that challenges their ego. Because I think deep down, first of all, for Arquez, I know deep down Arquez already know that he low-key selling himself short dealing with Deezy. No shade. At this moment in time in life, Deezy is broken goods that needs to get sent back, returned to sender, back to the damn factory, and to be transformed. Because again, to Queen Stevie's point in the comments, she remembers Arquez's mom telling him, don't bring that motherfucker to Thanksgiving dinner because I will beat his ass and call him all type of homophobic slurs in this bitch. I will be very queerphobic against his ass. But I don't know what's going on. And again, because we don't have the information, I'm going to assume, I'll make an ass out of myself. But this is the queer community, so I'm pretty good at judging certain things about the community. The only thing I can think of that is the redeeming quality in their relationship is the sex. It has to be the sex. Because if anything, the only thing that I've heard people go back to in reference to a toxic situation is that, ooh, girl, I just love the makeup sex. Ooh, I just love the toxic sex. Ooh, it just be so much, girl. On some baby boy, I'ma hit your ass and eat your pussy out, and everything fades away, fades away. But what happens after the post-nut clarity, though? That's what I want to know. After you done and all that shit, skeeted and squirted and swallowed and spitted and don't even burp and shit. And if the sexual experience is the redeeming quality again of the relationship, my condolences, because it's not a fucking relationship. Or if anything, it's just a sexual relationship only. And it's not even a healthy sexual relationship at that. But let me get to the rest of y'all comments. And also, yeah, about the domestic violence that happens with men on men, that needs to be taken seriously. But toxic patriarchy is like, no, they men, they should be able to fight. And if you're going to subscribe to that point, like I said, at least be able to fight in a way that is still somewhat safe. But these be fights based off of insecurities inside of people who don't know how to communicate that or be held accountable for their feelings. People will sit up here and say what happens as far as the extreme measures of these domestic violence cases where people get hurt will be underneath the shit, oh, rest in peace and all this shit, but yet won't further these conversations. Won't take to our platforms and have these conversations publicly and openly, because these public and open conversations can low-key help inspire others to change and heal and to be better versions of themselves, to where they can walk away from those situations. Queen Stevie said, oh, that reminds me, Andrew is running for Committeeman of St. Louis, and he has a court date August 14th for property destruction, knocking a woman's phone out her hand. Well, at this damn point, a lot of the government be crooks anyway, so I guess he'll fit the fuck in, but I don't think he'll be there long, girl, because if his ass ever get into the Illuminati, girl, he talk too much shit. They'll take his ass out, girl. And I'm going to be gagging if Andrew Caldwell has been playing around this whole time, and he over here speaking eloquently and shit, speaking better than me right now. I'll be gagging. Yes, and Nico does have very good point of views. I sound like Kendrick Lamar. The way he said Biff seems filled with hate. Yep, and that's true. Verbal cuts like a razor. Queen Stevie says 26% of gay men, 37% of bisexual men, and 29% of heterosexual men experience rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner at some point in their lifetime. Yep, because regardless, there are people who will be obsessed with you. And I'm grateful, because in my moments, there were moments where I was desperate and I low-key was obsessing over motherfuckers, but I never got to the point to where I was outside your house and shit and hiding in the bushes and shit. Now I might blow your phone up. And that's the old me, not me now. Because baby, I've gotten a lot better with communication. A 2015 research review by the Williams Institute of UCLA found that 25.2% of gay men and 40.4% of lesbians experience intimate partner violence in their lifetime. And like Parker Boy said, I was surprised they were still together. Yeah, that's the reality. Unfortunately. That's the reality. But instead of ha and kikiing and being passive about it, one thing that I am grateful for, like individuals like Nico, who are bringing these situations to a higher level of awareness and using them as springboards to look at what happens realistically. Because again, yeah, they on Bigo, but them niggas, that's their real life. They just happen to put it on Bigo and just found a way to capitalize off of it. It's still a part of their life. I know that Lord. I know that Mo, Larry, and what's the other nigga? The Three Stooges girl. I know they was doing stunts that hurt each other shit, and it was all for play. But this obviously ain't for play. Cause again, like Nico said, you walking around butt bookie ass naked. That could put your ass on the list, sir, and you already gay. There are deeper conversations that I think we as black men need to have. And it's got to a point to where even when we have these conversations, the numbers be low and people don't care. But I also am starting to understand that people don't care until it happens to them. And unfortunately for some of these people, just like it had to happen to me, it's going to have to happen to them to where they're going to have to hit absolute rock bottom. And when you hit absolute rock bottom, your ass, I'm talking about to the point to where your ass think of suicidal ideations. Because sometimes the alcohol, you can't get, girl, being drunk ain't enough. Being high ain't enough. Busting nuts ain't enough. Then you have people who start to assert their dominance over other people, like in the forms of grape, and that ain't enough. It's never enough because we've been taught to look everywhere else outside of us instead of the one place where God, source, universe, consciousness, love has always been, and that's internally. We all have that opportunity to be connected to it. Right now in this moment, I don't give a fuck what's going on in your life, how dark the shit is, how much in the cycle or what process in the cycle you are. You always have what is known as free will, which means that at any moment, when you get fed the fuck up, when you get sick and tired of the shit, when you really get sick and tired of the shit, that is when you will make that choice. Even if it's hurt, even if it hurts, because you're already dealing with pain anyway, dysfunctionally, because you're afraid if you leave this person, I ain't nothing. This person fine as hell. This person has all this money. This person has all this attention. This person has all these accolades and all this shit that don't matter when a nigga on his deathbed, because ain't none of that shit gonna stop the process of death from happening, which every single one of us has a date. And let his ass go so that the universe could come through and give him his karmic debt. Because he'll fuck around and attract somebody, girl, who just a little bit more crazy, girl. Who will be on some, it's a thin line between love and hate, bitch. But yeah, in closing, subjectively, Deezy, I want you to get back into therapy. You need it, bruh. You need it, bruh. Stop using that money to buy alcohol all the damn time. Stop using that money to buy that fake ass food and shit from fucking DoorDash that's fucking up people's stomachs and shit with microplastics and all type of GMO and factory produced meat and shit. I want you to realize that you being single is something that needs to happen right now. That the only nuts you need to be busting is with me, myself, and I. That's all you got in the end. Beat your dick like it owes you money. Take the dildo or whatever you need, girl, and fuck yourself. It might be a different reality and you might want to slip up and call some of your old ones back because you bored and shit. No, this is a time to actually change your life. So yeah. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me on this live. I'm surprised I did this live, y'all. In the beginning, I was kind of like trying to find my groove and shit because my ass is kind of tired. I was trying to do this shit earlier. No shade. I was really trying to do it. But some unforeseen circumstances came about to where I had to get that shit done. Okay, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to definitely just go ahead and get this on out the way. Again, shout out to Nico's Aesthetic for really being the individual who is paying attention to this and recapping it. I'm grateful to be able to use his video again as a springboard. Shout out again to the other individuals. I think it's called Media International, which is their YouTube channel for the first 3 clips that we saw in this live before we got to Nico's. And I appreciate y'all just sharing y'all opinions, y'all perspectives, y'all thoughts. And just rocking with me on this late ass live, okay? Because I be trying to go live earlier, but you know, I had to give y'all Late Night with Bubs, you know. And this used to be my element, no shade. Where I am in my life right now in reference to like time and shit, I'll be all over the place, okay? That's how I know some shit working in the ethers for my ass, okay? But yes, if you can, please make sure you hit that like button, okay? Because that's the most important thing you can do for me over here on BubzDaGawd. It helps this channel to grow in the algorithms. We are almost at 800 subscribers, close to 1,000, which is gonna be fucking dope. I can't wait for that. And you all are the reason for it, so I thank y'all so much. If you like the vibe over here on BubzDaGawd, please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with my lives. Because I'm using OBS, I try my best to like put the live out there a little bit earlier instead of just going live. But YouTube, the more y'all like, the more YouTube will do its job in reference to getting my notifications out there. But if you want to stay as close to the notification as you can, please make sure you hit that notification bell. All right, if there's something in this live that stuck out to you in your spirit and you want to share it on your social media platforms or in other areas and spaces where you feel like this type of commentary would help to really bring the gray area about, please make sure you do that and tag me in it as well. Let's get BubzDaGawd out there further, and I'm gonna need y'all help for that. And if you feel compelled, you can definitely hit that Cash App at the bottom of the screen. That's not at the bottom of the screen. I'm so used to saying that. Anyway, $BubzDaGawd. Okay, I'm getting cotton mouth, bitch, from this weed. $BubzDaGawd. We take anything that jingles and fucking folds, okay? Shout out to Parker Boy being in the building. Shout out to Queen Stevie being in the building. Shout out to Occultic. It's so good to see the new people in the building. Okay, shout out to Rico the Sleaze, aka King Anubis in this bitch. Shout out to King Dearest, and shout out to Joshua in this mug. Okay, shout out to the people that are in the replay gang. Leave your thoughts below. If you agree, if you don't agree, I don't give a fuck. Share it so that we can learn, okay? And until next time, y'all, enjoy the rest of y'all morning. Peace.